are set as they'll square off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Fournette on the counter. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Well, this defense for the Pats, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, it's a question that's been asked over and over and over, but CD, I'll pose it to you anyway. What do you have to do defensively to stop Tom Brady?
It's one of the great questions in the NFL, and there are a ton of defensive coaches who are retired at this point because they tried to stop Tom Brady and couldn't get it done. You've got to have excellent defenders, guys who can stick to their men like glue, because he's so good at finding those open receivers and then putting the ball into tight windows and completing passes downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. first carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the give, this 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough,
set to begin their next possession. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady flushed out right. That's complete. It's Bell. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A handoff to Fournette. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play action. Now Brady. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fournette on the toss to the right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. To throw, it's Brady. To the right side, complete to Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Brady now on first down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 10, first and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 6-yard line.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Fournette again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pats at the line ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the Patriots added Nelson Aguilar in free agency, and he's going to be part of this rebuilt receiving core from a year ago. Really upped his value around the league with a solid season with the Raiders last year, increased his confidence, as well as having a career high in receiving yards.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying All is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
From the 29, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
He was a first-round pick for the Patriots in 2019, and while he's only had 45 catches in 2 years with the team, he and the squad are looking at 2021 as a fresh
touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point up and good by Folk, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Brady now on first down. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He'll buy some time right. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Brady now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught inside the 5. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Brady to throw again. Touchdown! Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And Jacoby Myers made the team as an undrafted free agent. He's one of the few holdovers from last year, and he was the most productive. Led the team with 59 catches. Wants to add a few more to his career total as this game moves on. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Flush to his right. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of bounds there. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Succop will put this one right through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but you know.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run again with Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll get it down here to the 43. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Play action. Now it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
And Mike Evans has been the model of consistency and excellence. 7 years in the league. He's been a 1,000-yard receiver 7 times, the first guy in league history to do that. And he makes another catch there for a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Again, it's Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 28.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On first down, Brady.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Oh, now Godwin with a chance to run it.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And Scotty Miller, nicknamed the Scooter by Tom Brady. Small in stature, a late-round pick, but he has an excellent knack for getting open and a lot faster than what people know. He's hoping to become the next Julian Edelman for TB12.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 5.
Now Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. He's got a man. That's Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Brady. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And there's a familiar sight. Rob Gronkowski making a catch for a 1st down. And remember, Gronk said he was done in 2019, was out of football after retiring from the Patriots. But Brady asked if he'd run it back with him in Tampa, and he answered the call. Gronk earned his 4th ring with the win in Super Bowl 55, a game in which he scored 2 touchdowns.
Brady's throw there complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for two. Brady's going to look to throw. That's caught. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for two, unsuccessful. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there for the Patriots.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
On first down, Harris. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down now. It's Harris, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Brady to throw. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
On the return is Olszewski.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Here's Jones.
Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos.